Times are hard. We often feel like we're crushed under the waves of other people's demands and other people's desires for our lives and for our sanities. Hey, I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this episode is called Get Tougher, Get Smarter on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Hi, I'm Toughen Get Smarter. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, success, confidence, and thrive coach. I believe there are patterns to help us receive more, to help us live a better and extraordinary life right now. I believe there are patterns to help us. I believe that there are temporal and spiritual tips to help you enjoy a better and extraordinary life. So if you'll come with me, I will show you these patterns. Let's go. One thing I neglected to say in my intro is I am starting a fledgling company called James A. Hendrick Empowerment. And being that pretty soon I will be a full-fledged entrepreneur in my own right, I'm having to make some decisions. I think the way our culture is with its stigmas and labels is, particularly people with disability and other disadvantages, we get pigeonholed. We get put in the box. Especially when we're trying to better ourselves. And to be bluntly honest with you, it's one of the things that I'm annoyed with. But at the same time, I realize that there's plenty of positive that I can be grateful for. Oftentimes, the world likes to take people that want to make themselves better and pigeonhole them, label them. And, generally I don't talk politics on this show. But I think it's because this country has gotten far too socialized for its own good. I'm just saying what's on my heart, okay? I'm a capitalist. And so I think in this economy and the way our culture is, we're going to have to get tougher and get smarter. Get tougher. I think it's important that we set boundaries to help with our self-care. And, people think of boundaries, they think, well, set boundaries with others. But one thing I learned today in therapy is sometimes we set the boundaries with ourselves. To keep ourselves from beating up on each other. To keep ourselves from beating up on ourselves, To exercise self-care. He said, you're a podcaster. He said, you ought to consider podcasting as a form of self-care. And I do, especially on this show, I do. I talk about it. It's important to me. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. We are in the greatest nation in the world. And we should be happy and we should be grateful, okay? Thanksgiving is a couple of days away. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do this Thanksgiving if all goes well. I have a friend that's coming in who I kind of consider as a life consultant, Marie. And she's going to make, a pre-Thanksgiving meal for me. Kind of an old family delicacy. I don't know what you call it. It's kind of the main dish. Looking forward to that. I'm going to see if I can get her to bring me some grape juice. Nothing but the best, right? Some grape juice and really just, I'm hosting some friends that are like a family to me, and these friends have told me for years, was it been 10 years? Jimmy, you really do need to toughen up, man. You're getting soft. And it's like my best friend was telling me today. He said, all those years you fought for your rights, because so many people resisted you. He said, you're going to have to go back to when it was when you were younger and start fighting for your rights. We got to get tougher. We got to get smarter if we're to enjoy a better and extraordinary life right now. So, with that, I do this on my political show. I might as well do it on this one. Define terms. Forgive me my analytic brain. So what does it mean in tough? Having the quality of flexibility without bitterness, yielding to force without breaking the ligaments of animals. No, I think it's this first one. Having the quality of flexibility without bitterness. I think it means we stand up to people without being just downright hateful and bitter. And see, that's what I want to be. And to be honest with you, sometimes I get frustrated because I think it's JR. You knew I was going to come on. I talk about this often with people. What's wrong with this country? We become a nation of sissies. That's what we become. Now, Jimmy could have said this, he could have talked about this, but as his alter ego, I ain't gonna be around the bush. We live in the greatest nation in the world. We have a lot to be thankful for. But I think too many of us gripe and complain. Jimmy concluded. That's why I'm making him shut up and take over today. In today's competitive economy, this is a combined age economy, too many people are stuck in the damn industrial age. It's not that way anymore. It's a combined age economy. And let me tell you something. You gotta be tougher or smaller and smarter. Or one of these days, people just walk all over you. Take everything you have. That's what happened to Jimmy. Thing is, I determined it wasn't going to happen to me. Tough. Flexibility. Having a quality of flexibility without bitterness. Now, Jimmy should look this up first, but I will. We're going to look up smart. Quick, pungent, lively. What you think about this? You gotta be quick and lively. That's what you gotta do. Some of these definitions, Noel Webster sound kind of old. Here it is. Keen. Having a keen mind, be employment. You need to have those. Quick, vigorous, sharp. We gotta be tough. And we gotta be smarter. Because let me tell you something, if you don't, people just run over you. People just run over you, and then what do you have? Bruised ego. Broken heart. You don't have nothing. And you don't need to play that game. You don't need to play that game, and don't you dare. Don't you dare, okay? That's just how things are. Whether you like it or not. Alright, JR, that's enough. I'm taking over. He took me somewhere I didn't want to go, but it's the same point. We gotta be tough, but not being bitter. And being smart, it means, hey, this is the line. This is pain if you cross the line. This is pain if you interfere with my mindset. Now, I don't think it means necessarily being ruthless. That's the last thing I want to be. What I think it means is just maybe a sense of being shrewd, of being astute, if you know what I mean. Because if you don't have those, you're sunk. Now, I hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of Pattern Realm. It's Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you.